What can you tell us about the Romanian insurance market? What are its main characteristics?
Well, the Romanian insurance market is extremely competitive, I would say. That was the first reaction to your question. Secondly, I would say that it's dominated by motor insurance. And we heard today in the conference that some 70% of total gross written premiums of the market are for motor third-party liability and for motor casco. That would be my second point. The third point is that it's actually a loss-making market in terms of motor, and this has been the case for many, many years. But what we do see now is that the regulator, SFA, is being much stricter in terms of implementing Solvency II, which I think will force insurers to think about increasing premiums, tightening terms and conditions, and underwriting more carefully, particularly in the motor market, which I think has underlying problems. Reinsurers from outside Romania that look into the market, I think, also have been very disappointed with the increasing claims, and I think they will lose patience if the market does not tighten up and clean up its act. In terms of the 30% non-motor business, I see a lot of potential, and that's actually what Sig is very interested in to develop, and we're also interested to introduce new products to the market.
Tell us a bit more about these new products. What are you planning to launch?
So some of the new products, let maybe start with some of the products that we have launched in the last 1 or 2 years. We're one of the largest marine insurers, and we're one of the largest cargo insurers in the region because we have offices in Bulgaria, Romania, and also Turkey. So we're one of the leading insurers in the Black Sea region. Most of our clients actually are Turkish ship owners for marine, and they have vessels trading in the Black Sea, the Adriatic, Eastern Mediterranean. They're small, medium vessels, and we have a number of products which are unique for those particular types of vessels. We tend to insure older vessels on more restricted conditions, but quite often there's financing involved, and the financing banks require insurance as well. So we've developed products to suit those needs. That's about 30% of our business. The other 30% of our business, which we've innovated in the last 4 to 5 years, is contractual bonds. Garanția, de bună execuție și licitație, for example. These are products which, in a way, compete with banks for bank guarantees, and they allow companies to insure their performance, or rather the risk of non-performance. And this has been a product that we've launched 5 years ago. There's now quite a lot of competition, but it's a growing area. It's still small in the market. It's sort of 1 or 2% of the total premiums, but we consider it to be a very niche area. It's one where you need very expert underwriting, very careful underwriting, but it's one that can be very profitable, but at the same time it gives clients what they need, and sometimes they don't always want to have a guarantee from a bank. They prefer to come to an insurer. So marine's 30%, contractual bonds 30%, and then the remaining business is aviation and property and casualty. And I spoke a bit about some of the aviation products, and I'd like to mention the drone insurance. You know what a drone is, I think. It's one of these unmanned small vehicles that flies in the air and can be used for agricultural purposes, surveillance, inspecting bridges, buildings, search and rescue operations, and really quite innovative uses, and a lot of cost saving and a lot of reduction of dangerous tasks can be used. And we're the only insurer in Romania, Bulgaria and Turkey that is offering this product. It's at the moment the premiums are not huge because not so many drones are insured, but as the law changes there will be more requirements for the insurance, and we're looking forward to these better times when we will be we plan to be the leader in this market. Another insurance product that we offer, again, we're fairly unique, I know, is event insurance. So we insure exhibitions, museums, concerts, recitals, parties, weddings, large political events. So there's a risk of bad weather, cancellation, people not arriving, non-appearance, let's say the catering not arriving, all sorts of risks that can happen. And there's liabilities involved, physical damage, and the cancellation is probably one of the most hazardous parts of the risk. And this is quite an innovative product. You need deep understanding of who you're insuring. It's not something you can insure online. It's something where you need a meeting with a broker to really understand what could go wrong. And the pricing is interesting because you're normally insuring these events for up to 1 or 2 weeks. So it's a very short period. So if you get it right, it can be very profitable. But if it goes wrong, you have big claims.
What kind of products you think that are going to grow market-wise in the near future?
In the near future, I would say in the next 5 years, health insurance is something that will grow. The health system in Romania can be improved significantly, and I think that health insurance somehow fills this gap. I think health insurance needs to become more affordable. I think that employee benefits will also start to be more important for employers to offer their employees, and health insurance is certainly something that will be a bonus, if you like, for employees. And one thing that will need to change more is that the health insurance premium should be tax deductible. So it's a more attractive product for employers to offer as a part of the compensation remuneration package that they give their employees.
In what concerns Romanian market, what would you say that your strategy is in order to adapt to this regulation and conditions? And
Well, part of our strategy it's quite a technical one in that we last year started to buy more reinsurance. So that for natural catastrophes, earthquake, floods, for example, which are the two main ones in Romania, we reduced our net retention. So this means that at the moment now, if we have an earthquake, Ediţia will only pay the first 100,000 euros of the claim. Above that, everything is paid for by the reinsurers. We pay, let's say we had a 10 million euro claim. We would pay 10 million euros and we would recover 9.9 million. So this has reduced our exposure. It also reduces what's called the solvency capital requirement, which is the term under Solvency II, which is the new EU directive regime, which is now in force. So this is one of the strategies. We've also looked again and revised how we invest our cash. Before it was quite a sort of a plain vanilla strategy. We used to invest in banks, 3-6 month deposits. But now what we've seen is under Solvency II, government bonds and treasury bills are much lower risk. So we now invest, I would say, about 70 to 80% of our cash in Romanian government bonds, which I think also is very good as a Romanian company to do, to support the local economy and the Romanian National Bank. So those are two of the main measures. The third thing is to continue to always look at profitable underwriting, to avoid loss-making classes. 2015 was our third consecutive increased profit. Until 2009, 10, 11, we were losing money, mostly because we were underwriting motor. We stopped motor, so we're now profitable. It was quite a simple, easy decision to make, and we're very happy that we made it. And really, going forward in the next 5 years, I can't see the motor market improving so much that we would want to change this strategy.